Welcome to the Tabletop Spotlight, the weekly show where I get to go over all the cool stuff you can pick up at your favorite local gaming store. I want to thank our friends here in Austin, Texas at Dragon's Air Comics and Fancies. They're the ones that have hooked us up with all the fine products you see here today. And if you happen to be in town this weekend for ACL here in Austin, you should pop by. They've got some fun events happening. There's some Halloween board game events, and there's actually a cat adoption on Friday. So go check that stuff out. But for that, now, all that out of the way, let's get into the games of the week. Marvel Crisis Protocol is back with their new core set, Earth's Mightiest. We actually covered this last week, but there were some delays in getting stuff around, but it is out and in stores worldwide, hopefully at your local store too. The Earth's Mightiest core set is your perfect intro for Marvel Crisis Protocol. It features 13 different character miniatures, featuring some of the classics from Marvel Comics, and if you're a big fan of the Avengers, you're going to get a kick out of this one for sure. So go check this one out. It is quite the deal, actually, if you think about how many miniatures you're getting with all of the terrain and everything you need to play. So it's certainly worth the price point on this one. Again, Earth's Mightiest core set is out for Marvel Crisis Protocol, so go check this one out. And there's a ton of MCP stuff out there. I've been getting into it, and it is a lot of fun. I'm not saying that zombies weren't a thing before Resident Evil came out, but Resident Evil certainly helped elevate zombies to a whole bunch of new people in the world, especially a young and very impressionable me. So, Resident Evil, the board game, is out. This one is from Steam Forged Games, and it's got some awesome minis, and it's very cool looking. Inspired by the 2002 remake of Capcom's genre-defining survival horror video game, Resident Evil, the board game, takes you back where it all began. This box includes 32 plastic miniatures, 4 of which are some of your favorite heroes. You'll be entering the home of that classic survival horror setting in a cooperative campaign board game for 1 to 4 players. The classic star team of Jill Valentine, Chris Redfield, Rebecca Chambers, and Barry Burton are there. Will you be able to survive Wesker's evil plans? Spoilers for a 20-year-old game? Sure, why not? If you've ever wanted to wander the Raccoon City haunted mansion that is where this game takes place with all the zombie outbreaks and the T-viruses and whatnots, now's your chance, because Resident Evil, the board game, is out now. The HeroClix Iconix series is back once again with another pivotal point in comic book history. This time we're taking a look at the death of Superman. Over 30 years ago, the unthinkable happened. Superman sacrificed himself to protect the Earth from an unstoppable threat called Doomsday. The world mourned the loss of their greatest hero. This event shocked comic book fans from around the world. However, he would rise again. With the DC HeroClix Iconix Death of Superman series, you'll get to relive the monumental moment in comic book history once again. You'll have your classic Kal-El, Doomsday, Steel, Supergirl, Superboy, and a couple others that only comic book nerds might recognize. This is a really cool set, and if you remember this comic event happening, you know what a big deal it was, and if you like HeroClix and know that stuff, then you should definitely check this one out. It's very cool, and man, it's just such a big pivotal moment in comic book history. Death of Superman, y'all. Are you looking for something for your next family game night? Well, CuBirds is looking for you. CuBirds is a cutesy 2 to 5 player set collecting game designed for ages 8 and up. Games take about 20 minutes, and it's super simple to play. You'll be capturing birds when you play them, and then you'll reveal a series of identical birds to score those points. The birds are placed in a grid, and as you place birds, you'll also be capturing the birds around them. When you reveal a series of identical birds, you get closer to victory and score those points. This is a new one from Pandasaurus, and again, if you're looking for a fun family game night game, CuBirds can't get much cuter than this one. Pumpkin spice lattes are in your hand, and that means Halloween is right around the corner, and it's time to visit the dreadful Meadows. In this cutesy game for 1 to 4 players, you'll be playing as a confectioner. You'll be sowing and growing sinister seeds to create the most bountiful candy crops. As rounds progress, cultivating your candy crops will allow for some exciting expansion and some experimentation. Maybe you'll conjure up a crew of magic sugar sprites who can lend you a hand with their abnormal abilities as well. Will you be using your resources to intensify the turnover of candy, or will you utilize your candy to discover new concoctions to score more points? Now, Dreadful Meadows might look cute and kooky, but it's actually a spooky good engine builder game. Designed for 1 to 4 players, it does have a solo mode where you can push yourself as you concoct those candy creations. So again, if you like engine builders, check out Dreadful Meadows. Well, those were the games of the week. Once again, thanks to our friends at Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy here in Austin, Texas, for hooking us up. And again, if you want to buy any of these fine products, go to your favorite local gaming store and shop local. They will appreciate it. Anyway, that's going to do it for us here at the Tabletop Spotlight. I'm Adam from BoLS, and I'll see you next time.